Hey guys, we're back on my beta 1.7.3 world. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded last. That's mostly just because I've been too lazy to. It's nothing like, there's nothing personal going on with my life or anything. This town that I'm working on, I guess. I don't know. Sleep in these beds tonight. I don't know. So I guess I'm gonna do a world tour again because it's been a while since we've been on this world last. Well, since you guys last seen this world, so I figure another world tour is in order, I guess. Okay. I don't want all this. I guess I want my diamonds and my torches back. Anyways, so yeah, I've been working on this town here. Very cookie cutter buildings. Cookie cutter is not exactly the term I'd use, but they're very, very basic. Of course, they're just built in the style of a beta town, I guess. And so it's just very, very plain and uninspired and very boring looking, and I'm very sorry about that. But it is right next to, I'm not sure what I showed last on the last world tour, but it is next to this tutorial town. I think I might have shown this off. Maybe. And if I've not, I'll do a quick run through of it. I'm not entirely sure. Where's that zombie at? Down there. But yeah, it's kind of just like like the old Minecraft tutorial. This part was kind of made up. I just kind of made this thing. I don't know if I showed that off or not. Really couldn't care less, or really could care less. I could not care. I could care less. No, I couldn't care less to show that off. Alright. Anyway, we head out a little over this way, a couple, maybe 200 or so blocks out. There was the beginnings of something, and I just kind of got bored with it and then came back over this way, but I'll show you guys that anyway. Yeah, coming up over this hill over here, you can still see my little civilization over here. But it's this like little castle fort thing or something. I really thought I was gonna do more with it, but I kind of just got bored with it. Resources were a pain in the ass to collect out here, specifically like logs and shit. So that's why there's so many saplings out. But I had to set them all out and everything. It's gonna make more roads and shit, but that's gonna be a snowman. But yeah, let's show you the fort real quick. It's pretty bare bones. It's not got a lot to it. I think this area over here is a storage room. Yeah. Oh. Anyways, I'll show you the mine, I guess, too, while we're at it. I made this probably late December of last year, well, 2024, so it's been quite a bit since I've been here. It's March 20th right now? Yeah, so it's been at least over 3 months. So I just kind of started mining out chunks of this area, just to be thorough, get as many diamonds as I could. Missing a log there, that's great. Don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I don't know, I guess the reason I stopped working on this is because I couldn't really find a reason to like come out here. I know that like intrinsic value, or what is it, value or whatever, something about value. Anyway, that's why I had such a hard time finishing this room specifically, or this part of the castle specifically, or the fort or whatever, because I just could not figure out what I wanted to do with it, and then I still don't have any idea what I want to do with it. So it's just kind of like extra crafting and whatever. So I figure I might as well leave this here. Eventually, one day I might come back to it, or I'll just leave it here and it'll rot away forever. Who knows? So back over the mountain, or hill, tiny hill. I don't really know. Know a couple of new places. Alright. I gotcha. So right now we're gonna head back towards Spa. Oh yeah, there's this little thing too. I forgot to mention. I didn't. This definitely wasn't there because I just finished or just built that couple, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Anyway, it doesn't really serve any purpose. It's just more there for looks. Yeah. And then I'm also gonna flesh this town out. I'm gonna build like a road through it and probably like a town center or something or another. Oh, wait. Alright, there's obviously something new right there. There's a new tower there. I'll get to all of that in a minute. Let me think what else is out there. Oh, there's a little camp out in some snowy area too. I'll show you that real quick. We're gonna make a big like crescent shape and then go that way. And I think that would conclude this as far as I'm aware. I'm not entirely sure. So we're gonna go through this town first because there's obviously been some new things done with it. This house has definitely been renovated. This is brand new. It's just a tower straight up, nothing special. But I renovated this house because I thought it looked like ass. And so it's kind of based off of, if you remember, a different world that I had. It's based off of that house, and I think I did an alright job replicating it. Obviously it's a bit different. This never existed. This is brand new, but I think I'm a bigger fan of this look than the previous house. It's a lot bigger, definitely. But yeah, that castle stayed the same. This is my pride and joy. Well, not pride and joy, because that insinuates that this is the only thing I have left, but no, this is a very nice house, I think. It's very, beta-esque, I'd say. Storage all throughout here. Center water fountain, there's like tables and everything. And it's mirrored, so if you walk through one part of the house, it's very much the exact same. I like to call this the atrium. It's just an atrium. Little side rooms over here. I couldn't really find any idea to fill them up with. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with this. I think it looks very beta-esque in nature. I think I just really like the way it's styled. I definitely have a lot more room here too, to do more with it if I want. Ooh, I should probably, hang on. I should maybe actually turn it to peaceful here. just so that way I'm not being swarmed by monsters. And then I'm gonna bring a bed around because I know it's gonna be a pain in the ass to sleep. Well, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to sleep, yes, because of mobs or the zombie nightmare thing. But, you know. But I'm also gonna just make it, or make a bed so that way I can just skip the night and continue with the tour. Alright, there's a crafting table. Do I not? Okay, yeah, I do. Okay, anyway, continuing with the tour. I'm gonna keep going until it gets pretty dark out. Another good thing about this flat area though is that a ton of mobs spawn here. So like if I need a ton of sheep, boom, right here. Alright, so we're gonna keep continuing off this way. It's a weird pillar of sand here that's been, I'm assuming, part of world generation or something. Let's see what it's linked to. Yeah, it's just like a mini desert. Alright, yeah, here we go. So this big house, if you guys remember, I don't remember what compelled me to make a house that big. It's kind of pointless. I think the smaller in beta, the better. Well, not like small, but like, you don't need a ton of room in beta for a house, I guess. Like, that house right there is pretty small size and it's nice. Anyway, I keep talking about random shit that I passed by. Oh, did I miss stairs there? Oh. Oh, that's bad. That's terrible. I can't believe that. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to fix that eventually. Anyway. Keep going out here though. This isn't very interesting. This is part of more of the unexplored part of my world, I guess. So it's very much so like natural still and everything. It's very untouched, and so I kind of wanted something out here, more like less like an actual civilization and more just like a couple of tents or something like that, like just like a group of people. Yeah, here we go. Just like a group of tents. It's nothing major, nothing crazy. Kind of catches your eye though, and it's like, I don't know, it's just very cool and random, but nothing to write home about. So I'll continue walking and probably cut this part of the video out where I'm walking and it takes me like 6 or 7 minutes to get back to where I need to be. Anyway, I'll see you then. It is interesting to know. I don't know. I don't know. I've recently picked up a couple new hobbies as well, which is kind of taken away from my time recording, which is probably a good thing. I hate when I say probably. It's probably with 3 syllables, not 2. Probably is lazy. Probably is better. Anyway, picked up a couple new hobbies. I've been trying to, like automotive, I guess, is a hobby. Is that a hobby or is that a skill? Regardless, I got into it because I thought it was just interesting. Automotives are interesting. Cars are very cool. I like cars. Never thought of myself as really being a car guy, but I think that I'm very into cars now, which is something. I like growth, I guess. Um, what else? What else? I started playing modern Minecraft. Not that I ever stopped playing modern Minecraft, and I think that's the kind of misconception about a lot of these beta YouTubers, is that they'll be like, they'll play primarily beta or something, right? And they'll like they'll outright say they're not against modern updates or something like that. It's just because, they're playing beta, and it's like, it's got the connotation of like, oh, well, he just doesn't like modern Minecraft. And it's like, no, it's just, I prefer recording myself playing beta, but I still really do enjoy modern Minecraft. And I don't know, I, this world is hard for me to like want to update at all, because it's just like, I think it only looks good in beta. Like, I could make a copy of the world and put it in like modern Minecraft, and it would look like the beta world, but it'd look too like vibrant, or not vibrant. But anyway, here's the castle that I was gonna show you guys. I think it's kind of inspired by that one, oh, what is it? That one beta Minecraft YouTuber who has like that castle at spawn or whatever. This is the spawn point. I'm sorry if I can't, it's like sacrilege if I can't remember a YouTuber's name off the top of my head. I don't really spend my time on YouTube anymore. I just kind of remember vaguely something about it. And so I kind of liked the idea, and so I just did it. All credit goes to him. I'm not, that's not my idea to make a castle at spawn. I'm sure it's not his idea either, and I'm sure many, many people before him and I have even done that. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Or I guess I'll continue it. I added people to this main village here. People in quotations, because they're not really people if you can't tell. They're just pumpkins and dyed wool, and I think it's just kind of endearing and kind of reminds me of old adventure maps, if you remember. They'd have like little signs with the dialogue next to them, or whatever they're supposed to say. I remember there would be like, there was one that was like, oh, help me find my ring, or something like that. It was like some like pumpkin on like pink wool or something like that. You had to go into, it was like an obsidian box maybe, or something like that. I don't know. This was years and years ago. Anyway, here's another town that I made, kind of on the outskirts of the main spawn town. This one, I don't mind this one as much. I think this one's kind of better in some ways. It's more, I don't know, it's more varied in shape than the other town that I was just showing off. It's got like this like little greenhouse area that's fully grown. It's got paved roads. It's got like all the nice colored grass. And the house, like all the interiors are a bit better too, I think. This is horrendous. I hate the purple and white. But they just got like a little market here. I think like this looks good. It's very barren in here though. It's very empty, so it's very boring. This house I was making while watching, or like I had Breaking Bad on in the background. Very funny. It's also like different elevations, as you notice. There's different elevations for each of the houses, and I think I built the other. Well, I did build the other one in the same elevation. A little storage here, roof, glass roof. Anyways, this is a very small little town here. Nothing much to go off of, really. I might consider extending it out this way a little bit, but I don't know. In the future, all in due time. Alright, and then the last thing I think I have to show off is, I think that's the last thing. I'll cut to that. What's up? I do like that though. The just seeing another town. That's what I love about this is that I can just like look out and see more. Alright, so I don't know if last video I showed this off or not. I'm not. It's truly been too long since I last uploaded on this world, so forgive me if I forget things or if I don't remember to show things off. Oh yeah, there's a couple new things. So as you can see, yep, there's that. I built a lighthouse out of wool, obviously. We'll go up to that. I mean, we don't need to actually. That's not anything special. I assure you, it's really not. It's just there to look. Not good, I guess, but it's there to look something. It's very, again, reminiscent of beta Minecraft, I think. A lot of... God damn, I hate this. It's not dark enough yet. It's very reminiscent of a lot of early Minecraft builds, I feel like. Very few people haven't made lighthouses in their time, and so that's kind of an ode to lighthouses in general in Minecraft. This place is still unfinished. This part of the world kind of bothers me. I'm not a big fan of this house. Really wish I could undo it, but the resources would take too much time to undo. I was gonna make like an Italian-styled house here, and it didn't turn out good either, so I just kind of gave up on that. Oh yeah, that's the mine. Alright, here we go. This is kind of the final frontier of my world, I'd say. Or one of the final frontiers. I'll give you kind of a little bit of a rundown here. There's this little arch area. This is what naturally spawned in as is. Like this kind of like weird arch. It didn't like, it wasn't this perfect arch or whatever, but it was very strange, and so I decided to dig through it. And then I kind of wanted this part of the world to be like how I get like that 1,000 meter, or the ride a rail for a kilometer straight. Oh, there's more pumpkins on there. But obviously this isn't a kilometer. But yeah, so anyway. There's like a little camp tent thing down there somewhere. I would jump off, but it's a pain in the ass to get back up here, so it's just not worth it, my time right now, I would say. I would definitely not try to waste your time like that. I'm sure you guys have better things to be doing anyways than to be watching a Minecraft YouTuber. Well, I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm not qualified, I don't think, to be a YouTuber. I mean, I'm hardly a Minecraft YouTuber at that, so it's just like... I'm sure you guys have better things to be doing than watching videos of mine, so... Anyways. End of the line, as they say. Yeah, so... it's just the end of the tunnel. Obviously I still have a lot of ways to go. I don't know how that phrase goes. Very cool terrain generation, I'd say. And this just kind of goes over a vast expanse of desert. Well, not vast expanse of desert. It's kind of just like desert, and then it kind of goes back and forth between like these dry grassland looking areas. I don't know the technical term for these biomes in Minecraft. I think I showed that house off last. I'm very proud of that one. It's one of my favorite builds aside from the atrium mansion thing that I built. I like the atrium mansion a lot, just because it reminds me of one of the first builds I truly made in Minecraft, or I tried to make anyways. And it was based off of this one guy's Let's Play, not anyone who was really popular, or maybe he was, or I don't know. But I've since looked for the video and I can't really find it anymore, so I don't think he was too popular. But I do remember his house, and it had like an atrium, and it had like side hallways, but like he had like mods and everything, and I think he had like one of those tech mods, and he had like storage and shit. Awesome. I always wanted to play with those when I was a kid, but I had an Xbox. Anyways, if I didn't show this off, I'll show it off real quick, and then we'll go to something out in the fog over there. Okay, so here you got living space, bed 1, kitchen, living space 2, outwalk to the balcony. Ooh, freaky. And then like a second kind of balcony, storage, which has not a lot in it. Okay, then you look down, or you go down here, more storage, and you can see a lot more. You can kind of see a tower over there, mine, and yeah, so that's this house. It's not very special in any regard, but I still do like it. It's very nice. It reminds me of just playing Minecraft with a couple of my friends, because we try to make like big houses or whatever, you know. So anyway, I think this is the furthest out. What would this be? Does the sun start rise north and go to south in beta, or I don't remember. Regardless, this is as far out in this direction as things get. And it's I like this build, but it's not like my favorite build. It's my favorite interior design build, I guess. At least in this world, I think. Anyway, I'll show you. So it's like green hallways or green passages. Just this kind of, I don't know how to explain it really. It's all very reminiscent of some like stupid ass dream or some shit that I had. I don't know. It's got like these farm rooms. It kind of reminds me of Minecraft Legacy tutorial, because it had like that one room. Had like that one room with like a couple of the farm stuff and everything. And then I like the waterfalls, beds, and then over here is, I think, a library, yeah. But yeah, aside from that, I mean, there's not really a whole ton left to explore, really. It's just like, I don't know, I don't think I really have too many other builds in this world. There's cool mountains here, I guess. But aside from that, it's just a very empty expanse out here. There's not a whole lot, so I don't know if I'm ever planning to expand out this way or not, or if I'll just leave just like a couple remnants of civilization and then, you know, continue like centralizing the world, I guess. because I'm still having to connect that to something. So eventually, I'm gonna have to build a new civilization way out over here. And so, yeah. Anyway, that's been my world tour. That's like second or third world tour. I apologize if you enjoy these videos and I don't upload them very frequently. That's unfortunate. I have a life outside of YouTube, and I try to make that very apparent with my upload schedule, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one whenever that'll be, and yeah, see ya.